Hello everybody, Cowbell here. We're gonna be checking out some more LOTRO. I don't know why, I've just been on this really big LOTRO kick lately. And the game is definitely plenty fun to play. How's everybody going today? Going and doing combined into gooing. Yeah, you know. It's the little things. But how is everybody going? Or doing, you know, whichever you prefer. So what we're actually going to be up to today is checking out, let me check my inventory first, we got a little room. But what we're going to actually be doing today is we're going to be checking out the Misty Mountains a little bit. I haven't actually adventured over there before. So this will be a new experience for me. But I think it'll be pretty cool. So we're just going to use the one of the elf skills that you can get is you can get a one that just sends you back to Rivendell. So I'll save my milestone. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna use them anyway, and they'll be cooled down. But first things first, we had to get back here to the Trollshaws, and we need to head out the northern side. And I know there's quests and stuff that I'm leaving behind, but I feel like it would be a little bit more exciting to check out a new area as opposed to just continuing to wander and fight random things because they'll give me points, reputation points, and whatever else. So instead, we're going to drink and ride, which is significantly different than drinking and driving. And I would not recommend that. So, no, but we're going to go ahead and just run through here for a little bit. I am kind of curious what it's like up there though, because this is actually as far as I've literally gone in the game before. I've reached Rivendell. I haven't gone any further than this, so I'm kind of excited about this one to see how it looks up there and what sort of stuff there is and all of that, all that jazz. Who are you? Oh, Stable Master. Oh, the things I could do if I was a VIP. Or, oh, I guess if you know the destinations, then you can go to all those. Oops. Where am I? Oh, yeah. Follow this road. Alright. But yeah, so quite a bit going on as far as life politics, or not politics, but just life in general. There's always plenty going on in politics. I try to stay out of that traditionally, but not that it's something that I am happy to discuss. But for those of you who are from the US, you know that there was recently a little bit of issues going on down in Virginia. So my heart definitely goes out to those who were impacted by that, and hopefully, I mean, that's really the reason why I'm bringing it up is because it's something that doesn't represent anything that we stand for as a community here, and you know we're more about acceptance and trying to peaceably resolve things. So it's just something that I can't condone, and I just wanted to touch on it real quick before, since it's so fresh and relevant, before we move on to other topics. Doesn't matter which way I go. Get out of my way, I can't see anything. Or don't go out of my way and just sit here. There we go. Doesn't look like it really matters. So, okay. We'll go left. Nobody expects you to go left. There's a lot of watchers around here. Is this really just bringing me around in a circle? Is that what that was about? Oh, hi Arwen. You said something and I totally cut you off. Sorry about that. Oops. Oh, nope, don't want to go down that way. But I do kind of want to go down that way. So can we descend this in a... Well, that might hurt quite a bit. Okay, then. Where she's fine. Don't worry. The legs will be fine. It's just a flesh wound. I still think it was faster than actually running around the side of the mountain, by the way, which is really sad that that is possible. But apparently that's what we're going with, so. Alright. Onwards and upwards. Literally. But have any of you guys played the game before where you've been over this way? Because I have no idea what to expect. Not a clue. But apparently snow's in the agenda. Because that happened fast. I make sense based on, well, mountains and everything else that we know about them from the from the literature. But even so, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Logan, hey, what's going on? I am babbling as usual. How are you? What do you have here? Oh, I already found something. As the snow lurkers make their way through the snow, shards of pottery and old relics become tangled in their root-like legs. Okay. Don't forget these items may have interest to some of the scholars in Rivendell. Okay. I can do it. I can do that thing for you. Randall, hey, how's it going? I'm doing alright. Just checking out the Misty Mountains for the first time. I've never been here, so kind of excited about that. How are you? Snow beasts can be found throughout the Misty Mountains. Okay. Defeat snow beasts. That seems straightforward enough. Yours is good. Awesome. Oh, you don't like people, do you? Alright, I can... Here. Let me give you a reason to not like people. That seems like a much better way to start us off, doesn't it? That was actually pretty cool timing. Awesome. I'm glad that you're both doing well. My day was alright. It was actually rather busy. We have been getting a lot of additional work coming in over the past week and a half. It's probably not going to slow down until, I'd say probably Labor Day. So like that first week of September or so. So we've got a little time before that'll actually quiet down. But the other issue is that we have a couple of people who are currently out. So in addition to getting more work, we also don't have the normal staff levels. So all of those things combined make for a busy work day. You'll be back? All right, sounds good, Logan. What did Powers Foz? Is that... It's over my image. I forgot about the image. I can auto fight this thing while I sort that out. Let me take that off because I can't see as easily and I want to be able to see these things. Logo. Powers Foz, thanks, Cowbell Crewbot. Welcome to the crew. Thanks for the subscription. It's good to see you. Don't mind me looking down. I just want to turn off that logo. How are you doing, though? Welcome. There it is. I should probably start fighting based on what I'm seeing here. Here. This should fix things. There we go. All right. Where for are the items? But yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know what's on your mind. Love chatting with you guys. We're gonna eat a couple of foods because that would actually be very, very helpful with our adventures. We're gonna eat this too. Help us heal a little bit. Do I know the game Black Desert Online? I do, actually. Jillian plays it quite a bit. But I do not own it. I know it's fairly cheap now, right? Like $5, something like that. I've looked into it, but I've heard so many things about the economy in particular, where I was just like, oh, God, come on, guys. $10 now? Okay. I mean, that's still very reasonable, especially when you play into the fact that you don't have to subscribe to it and pay for that every month. Oh, kill Snow Beast. Well, they already want me to kill Snow Beast, so you got it. Takes 7 hours to download. Oh, I'm sorry to hear this. Oh, Snow Lurker. No, get back here. I actually need those. Sarah, hey, I know it sounds like you had a rough day. Sorry that I couldn't really chat more over on Twitter, but what's going on? How are you? 7 hours. Oh man, that is a that is a long time from a bad connection. But I mean, at least it'll be done then. The issue that I run into with the game, though, like the economy, for instance, I'll go into my gripes, but I'll just take a second before I really go into that too in depth. Don't worry about it, Sarah. It's the fact that you're here at all. I'm happy to see that, so don't sweat it. Not good. All that I obviously do not like to see. 1.8 megs a second. It could be worse, right? Could be worse. Oh dear. Sarah, was that with something in the news recently, or is that unrelated? Not that that makes it any better either way. Hearing too much of stuff like that in the past few years. Not good. I actually, not that it's not quite the same as that, of course, but so a friend of mine from work, one of my old supervisors, his son actually had been in a car and ended up off the side of the road, and he had been killed in the impact from that. So that's just something, it's something that I think about frequently, as I'm sure you're going to be thinking about your friend Sarah. And it doesn't really go away, but over time, you know, you can try. I mean, I feel like I talked about a bunch of this when I did my vlog on loss, but it kind of rolls into like making them proud and making the most of time to have the biggest impact, and just kind of honoring their legacy are some of the big things that and not right this second, obviously. There's going to be plenty of grieving first, but in the end, I feel like that's kind of what it comes back to, and I have no doubt that you'll be able to do that. It's just going to take a lot of time. You definitely have my condolences, though. Murky, hey, welcome to the channel. I missed it too. That's why I've been on a kick lately. I've been playing this a lot. But my guy was, I forget the name of it too. It was like the trapper one. Mainly because he can fire on the move so well that soloing becomes a lot easier. You just kind of kite everything, and you don't lose your focus, and you don't miss. So you just kind of keep running around in circles and slow them with a quick shot. Maybe I'll use friend school. I'm really sorry to hear that, Sarah. It's obviously gonna take some time to really come to terms with that, but you know, do try to think of the happier thoughts that you have of this friend, and the good memories too, because that's really, I know for us, well, part of my heritage is Irish, so for that aspect, I know that it's kind of common with Irish funerals that you tend to put more of a focus on celebrating their life as opposed to mourning their death. And I think that it's very helpful to be able to do that. So I would definitely recommend, as you've had a moment to kind of, you know, come to terms with the fact that it happened, that, you know, you try to think about the happier memories and spread a smile to the people who are you know, really, who are, not that you aren't, but the other people who are suffering, you know, like family especially, and just try to help out there and celebrate their life, because they'll be smiling too, you know, whether you believe in afterlife and all that stuff. In my opinion, they'll be smiling and watching too. So that's my take on the issue. Well, was anyone else working in his business? Was he working with anyone else? Because maybe that can be a legacy that carries on. Oh, don't worry about it, Jackie. We're on a bit of a solemn subject at the moment, so hope you don't mind me not being quite as upbeat as usual. Just got married in March. I can't imagine what his wife is going through, but you know what? It's hopefully everyone can kind of band together and honor his legacy and just kind of move in a positive direction sooner rather than later. I'm not trying to rush mourning or anything like that. I think that mourning is very important, but I hope that in the end that you can help to support each other and spread a little bit of joy and just think about the happy times with him. Okay, I see. Well, just because it's not starting a business doesn't mean that it's not honoring his legacy. The fact that you created it for him, I think, is still really, really awesome. And it's something that everybody's going to look at that and remember what it was that he wanted, and hopefully that can help with trying to just honor the legacy a little bit more and put forth some positive vibes. I know it's going to be hard to look at for a long time, I'm sure, but hopefully in the end, instead of thinking about it in a sad light, it comes more as this was for something that he wanted. He was always so passionate about that stuff, and we loved him for that, and for all the other reasons. You know, obviously it's hard for me to speak to personality and other traits. You would know him much better than I do, but just reflecting on all of those things, I think would be good. Boy. Oh, I missed this, didn't I? Aw. It'll take time at the very least, Sarah, and I know that's not gonna give you the same sort of reaction that he had when he saw it, and that, you know, there's still gonna be plenty of tears and sadness, but just know that I mean, from my perspective, again, with the whole afterlife aspect and watching and all of that stuff, I definitely feel that he's watching and would love to see you realize, or just, I'm trying to find the right word, not realize, but to just take in how happy it made him and have that bring you some joy too, knowing that you brought him so much. But those are my thoughts. Wait, I did Huntsman on this? Is that right? I could have sworn I did this one, the Trapper of Foes. That's so weird. Because I know that I have the like, don't lose focus thing and all that stuff, so I don't know how else I could have done that without. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just keep going. But I should put these points into something. Don't really need that. Crit chance is always helpful. And minus on bow inductions. Actually, I do use a lot of quick draw. I could do that. What other are my other options? Oh, Kappa, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the crew, glad to have you here. Don't mind me. I'm just not quite the most verbose today, it seems. What did I actually want to do here? So I make drawings like that and make someone happy, because at least I know that drawing is worth doing. I mean, you've already seen it. You've already gotten to see that joy and that reaction. So definitely don't give that up. And I've seen your stuff too. I know that you have talent when it comes to drawing. I was tempted to make a joke about how, like, and you just got that desk, so don't let that go. But I didn't think that this would be the right time for that. But seriously, you definitely have something there, so keep working at that. Do I want that speed? I mean, I never really run into power issues, so maybe I should do that. I think I will. I think we'll go with that. Otherwise, I would do probably penetrating shot, damage mitigation. Reduces all inductions. Ooh, that could actually be really useful. I feel like that is actually much better than the bow ones. But I don't know. That's just me. Damage is always nice too, but we'll go with inductions right now. We'll just keep rolling out skills. Good try. I do try. No, I know that, especially in times like this, that laughter is not exactly the most forthcoming. So when I have the opportunity, I try to lighten the mood just a touch, and hope that it helps in some way. So I actually did your thing for you. Yay. You're welcome. Kill bears now. This seems like a repeat of the last time we started doing a quest in the Trollshaws. Now kill these things. And these other things. Kill all the things. We love killing things, because nothing else should be here. Let's see. They've not spread throughout as much as other creatures. Yeah. Yeah, bears eat beets. Alright. So they say.
No dawdling.
it certainly can help. And I know that it's, you know, like I said, I know that it's not something that I could sit here and make a joke and ta-da, you're better. But I hope that it at least can help in some capacity, in some fashion, and just kind of help to pick you up and smile a little bit, even if it's just tiny, just a little. But I do hope that it helps in some way. There has been quite a bit of stuff going on lately, it seems like, or feels like at least. That moment when you realize that you don't have your crafting tools. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to mail it. Let's swap real quick. Hi, tigers and bears, oh my, Babe Blue, how are you? Bears eat beets. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. That's what we're up against right now. That's no joke. You gotta take those sorts of threats serious. But yeah, seriously, Sarah, I know that it can be a little bit hard to reach me with the whole no phone issue that I have going on. But if there's something I can do to help and I'm around, let me know. That's right. I forgot to tell you guys, while I was playing last, which was in between streams, I actually went and spent some money on one of the cash shop items, or not money, but some LOTRO points. And I picked up a superior oven. They actually have all of the crafting stations. So here, superior workbench. They have ingredient crates. These are all on sale, by the way. So they're going for oh no, I'm sorry. They're normally $4.95. They're $3.96 for each of the different stations. So next one I'm probably going to look to get is farmland and then a workbench, so I can do all my farming and cooking right here from the house. And then they have the forge, the oven I have. They have the study. And ingredient crates, so where you can get ingredient packs every day, which is pretty helpful, but I'm more focused on the crafting stations. I like having everything nice and right here at the house where I'm gonna have quick travel anyway. And like with the hunter, it's not so bad because I can guide myself to a lot of places, especially towards Rivendell and a couple of levels. I'll have that where we won't even need the other elf skill. I can get to the study with a lot of ease, rather. So so that one's not so important, but I like to have the other ones here because sometimes it could be a little bit of pain or cost some money to get to these other superior things, or you start leaving your crafting characters at them. So so that's where we're at with all of that stuff. We're gonna send a letter though, and we're gonna make sure that we give back this crafting. I got these bilberry pies, level 66, so they're just gonna sit right here for now, because there is no reason to send anything like that. Do I have anything else to send? No, I think we're pretty good with this. So we'll just go ahead and send that. Flip back over again. I wanted to grab that because if we come up on any sort of scholar nodes, I want to be able to get them. And we're starting to hit areas where hopefully I'm getting the higher tier stuff that I was up to for scholar, so I can continue to level that. Because I've already finished that previous tier. The one that we were finding in the Trollshaws, all that stuff. When we were wandering around by the giants and sneaking and maybe kind of glitching it a little bit. Are you expecting a package soon? Ooh, 11 games in it. Where did you pick that up from? Was that like an eBay type of thing? Because I hear 11 games and I imagine it was some sort of deal from somebody. Not that it has to be, but just my first thought. But that is a good note, so something to be happy about. What is this about? I don't know what this is about. Thanks, I guess. I don't know what they are. Alright, good talk. Thanks for everything. Friend is sending me. Oh, she's giving them away. Oh, cool. That's awesome. That is always a nice thing to see. I actually got a couple of games recent, or not that recently, but for you know, friends and Jillian had a couple too, where I was like, ooh, I actually always wanted to play that. It's perfect. So we'll be checking those out. Those are more 3DS stuff, and actually, you know what? A couple of friends of mine were starting to play Diablo 2 again recently. Diablo 2 is an old PC game, but I think it might be fun to play those together with them and let you guys see what sort of shenanigans we get up to. Let's just focus. I mean, I already have a quest to kill bears, but I mean, if you want me to kill more bears, that's fine. I can do that. Night in the Woods, yes, that's right, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. I have been very distracted, obviously, from all of the phone stuff, especially. It's amazing how much you rely on that thing and you don't realize. But yes, I will, you know what, I will order that by the end of the month. I'll do it. Because I still want to do recordings for stuff, and I have a couple of things recorded already, and I just don't really know how to edit that much, so I keep running into this problem of I'd like to do this, but I don't know what I'm doing, and then it takes me so much time because I don't know how to find the things I want to use or that I should use. But yes, I will get that, because I did really want to play that game, and it's still on my watch list. I just never did get around to it, and that's something that I should fix. And I didn't forget about the other game that you want me to play too. But that's another recording one, I would say, so. It's all falling, like I have so many things I want to record that I don't either know or have the time to edit, since I don't really know what I'm doing with editing yet. But I'd love to learn. I just need to sit down and find where I can get resources for things to put into videos. And this whole being able to strafe thing just almost feels unfair when you're in the wilderness like this, just kind of wandering. Just feels like I'm cheating. Rocket Slime, okay. Pokemon Ranger, I haven't played either of those. Mario and Luigi, Bowser Inside Story, I haven't played that one, but I do have the, what is it called? The one with Luigi's Dreams, I have that one. I haven't finished it though. But fun game. I actually really liked the precursors to the Mario and Luigi games, which some of you may have heard of. It was called Super Mario RPG. It was for the SNES, and you can find it online on some websites still, if you were looking to see it or try it out. I think they have like flash game versions, but it was a big favorite of mine. I loved that game. And Yoshi's Island was a lot of fun too. Okay. Go to the northwest. Sure. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought it was like, you got here. Congratulations. It's like, what? oddly peaceful. Considering there's so many things that hate me wandering around here. There we go. Let's see what else I missed. Kingdom Hearts. Ooh, okay. Kingdom Hearts, cool. We just mentioned Transformers, Cats and Dogs and Cats. Mega Man Legacy Collection, cool. I actually have the Legacy Collection for PC. Bear disappeared from your HUD. I'm guessing, what is that Lore Master has the pets? I never actually ran one of those. But welcome, young guy. So if you're missing something from your HUD, is it, what's the, I think there's a way to, if you right click, is that it? No, that's not it. 4-year frame, yeah, make it happen. That looks nicer. Didn't even know that was a thing. Once these things stop fighting me, I'll take a look. It might be in the options. Let's figure this one out. UI settings, maybe. Yeah, no problem. It is kind of weird. I'm guessing there may have been some option that I accidentally got toggled to hide it. That's what my suspicion is, but let's see what we can find here. That's all scaling stuff. That's not what we care about. How about, let's see, if I just put in UI, what do we get back here? That's all quest guide stuff. Companion quick slot bar, not really. That's not what we care about. I'm trying to remember, how did I edit? Or you know what, actually it might have been hotkeys. Key mapping. Is there something with UI here? Because there should be an option to move around stuff. How long have I been playing? I've been playing, I mean, on and off. Technically, I've got a 4-year gift box. I want to say that I probably started playing back around 2011, 2012, but I haven't been playing consistently, obviously, because this is my highest character here. There must be a way. What does troubleshoot do anyway? Oh, interesting. Okay, then. How about the other stuff? There should be some way. Should be some way to get that. Is it this? Ah, okay, there you go. Maybe. Okay. So control slash, you know, above enter. If you do that, you can actually get all of the UI stuff. And then maybe you can find where it is. I'm assuming it'll be over here somewhere. Companion manager, probably. It's probably this one. So maybe you can do something with this to try and get it active again. Question is, how do you do that? You know, I'm used to Star Wars: The Old Republic, where you select one of these things and it'll bring up all the options and whether it's visible and stuff like that. But I'm guessing you... Yeah, no problem. Did that actually help, young guy, or... I mean, I at least found this part, but I don't know if that's... I don't know how to try and toggle something. Maybe it got moved? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I will be right here. If I could be any animal, what would it be? Any animal at all. Probably, if I could pick one. I don't have the corresponding quest. If I could pick one, my first thought would be actually to go in the direction of like eagle. Yeah. Can I delete that? I could probably delete all of your messages. I don't know. Is that okay? If that's all right, I can try. I haven't really had to. All right, let me give that a shot. I think he's got it. No worries. Let me see. Is there any way? I actually want to see if I can pick out that one in particular. No, that doesn't do it. All right, let's try one of these. There you go. I think that fixed it. Did it? You have to verify for me because I see my chat bot and shows it just grayed out. So, yeah, no problem. Wish I could have just selected the one, but you know, I guess that's just the way it's gonna be with Twitch, or with my bot at least. Stung by so many mosquitoes. Hopefully not in real life, because those things are obnoxious. Man, whenever I see one in the house, it's like a hunting party gets sent out. Like, that thing has to go immediately. Yo, and to some extent, like spiders, sometimes I'll leave spiders around. In real life, oh no, that's so obnoxious. Sometimes I'll leave spiders around though. Mainly for reasons like this. Like, take care of my pests and I'll leave you alive. How about that? But it depends on where they are. If they're in my bedroom, then they're probably not going to make it. If I can reach them. If they are in the bathroom, pretty much the same thing. But most of the other rooms, I don't mind them being in as long as they stay to themselves and away from us. A fly behind me, I swear. If it's just a regular fly, that's okay. If it's a mosquito, oh, we're gonna have some words. Buzzing next to your ear, oh. So you can't even, like, it's just annoying on top of that. As if you didn't have enough with them biting. You know, he reminded me actually. So my brother is actually a pretty big fan of the whole no insects thing too. And for him, actually, we put together a gift basket recently. We went and got like a beekeeper's hat with like the mosquito net. And we put that in there, and he's like, I'll probably use that at some point. I'm like, yes. Got it. Figured it out. We've cracked the code. Oh, but I mean, it's not like I like them either. I don't know if I would go quite to those lengths, but they can be really, really annoying. Why am I fighting you? Nah. Because you're there? It just seemed like an appropriate response. And we got that bear. We still need to find 2 more bears. I'm just going to sit here and quick shot my way to victory. That slow really comes in handy, let me tell you. Boy, does it come in handy. Alright, yep. Nope. Tell you, they get pretty mad when they die. Like, more mad than when they're alive and being shot at, which is kind of strange. To me, at least. But, you know, if that's their thing, that's fine. I'm not going to judge them too much. And that shot hits so hard. Alright, sounds good, Sarah. I will be here, I promise you. For at least another hour. You guys will have me here running into trees and somehow firing a bow so accurately that I almost never miss in spite of running. I don't know who this guy is, but man is he talented. Alright, so we need to head south again. There is a ring icon, but we should probably just do this the fast way instead of trying to run on foot the whole way. That would make much more sense, wouldn't it? Alright, so off we go then. So, for those of you who are just joining, I haven't actually checked out the Misty Mountains before, so this is all new to me. I don't know how much anyone else has seen of the area, but yeah, I'm kind of excited to see where this little adventure takes us and what sort of stuff we get to see. I really do like the landscapes in a lot of the game. I think that's some of the bigger perks, or some of the highlights for it. They do a pretty good job of setting the atmosphere, in my opinion. So
how can I be of service?
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the rest of the Misty Mountains and where we go from there. What do we have? Alright, yeah. Everything's safer because you killed all those bears. Now I'm going to ask you to kill something else, because that's what we do here. I could really use I could use a new everything, it looks like. I'm using some pretty outdated equipment now that I'm looking at this. And I do have a bunch of like Matham armor stuff, but I don't really want to use that yet, because I think it is based on your level, so the longer I wait for it, the higher level it should be. I think. It makes sense in my head, at least. I mean, honestly, that's a level 21. This is, I'm level 25. I probably would be better off. And there's more armor in this too, yeah. And let me upgrade these shoulders real quick. Then we can always sort up some other stuff, because I should have the ability to make some of this stuff at some point. I have some decent level crafting, but I need to focus more on Taylor because I haven't done that enough, clearly. We'll get rid of the random vending stuff. Let's just lock this other stuff too. Oh, we got a key. I didn't even notice. Sturdy steel key. Those things you can buy on the store for LOTRO points, but they can be a nice resource to have. Anything I need to patch up? I mean, nothing I'm really worried about right now, so I think we're good here. Cool. Skills tab had it. Now not that I'm gonna see it because I don't have a companion, but now I kind of want to see it too. Isn't skills the P key? Thought it was. Whatever. Or no, it's probably K. Yeah, it's K. My mistake. Oh, okay, so it's probably like past mounts or something like that, or under active. I need to drag it to the HUD. Interesting. Well, learned something new. Thanks for teaching me that too. Current quest. Yep, I did your thing for you. You should be happy. I kind of feel like mine is better, honestly. But thanks for the crossbow. Appreciate it. Talk to this other guy. To the east. Okay. So go to the next town and help them out too. That's basically what I just read. Okay, they're over here. Easy. Easy enough. I can add in the future. What sort of help were you looking for? Were you looking for? Well, it depends on what server you're on. Also, is the other thing. I'm over on Landraval. So if you're on a different server and you don't really have any attachment to a particular server, this is where my characters are. But I do tend to focus a lot on crafting and things like that. So I could probably help you out with some gear, at the very least, and then I'm sure we could work on adventuring at some point in time too. Because I do have some low levels also that I pretty much just set up crafting and didn't really do too much else with, or some classes that I was interested to try but never actually started on. So yeah, just let me know. And if you want, also another way to stay in touch, if you are thinking of doing that, or even just in general, this goes for everybody, is I do have a Discord set up, which the link will be for you guys on Twitch. It'll be in the panel, or you could type !Discord over in chat. It'll bring up the link there. And outside of that, it might be a little quieter than it normally is, because I'm not in possession of a cell phone right now. Usually I like to try and check it during the day and check up with you guys and see what's going on. But for now, I kind of have to operate without that. So it'll be a little quieter than it normally is, but I would love to have you. Might try LOTRO because of me. Hey, it's free to play, Randall. So, I mean, I have a lot of fun with that. I've just been on a LOTRO kick lately. It's one of the MMOs that I had bought some stuff for, and I didn't actually get to that content. So I always kind of looked at it as like, maybe someday I'll go back to it when I'm done with whatever I'm playing now. And yeah, I mean, it's a nice relaxing game, I feel like, in my perspective, and the fellowship stuff is cool too. Obviously I haven't been doing any of that with you guys because I've just been doing all this solo wandering and things like that. But yeah, the fellowship stuff is actually a lot of fun to do. I wouldn't mind doing that with some of you guys. It should be Landreval. So you know what? Just to make sure, here's what I'm gonna do before you do anything. Let me get over to this village here. Just get tucked away into safety and all that stuff. It should be around here somewhere. And then once I do that, I will actually log out and just double check to make sure, to be absolutely positive of what server I'm on. Oh, Gladden. Well, I mean, is that your only character so far? And do you have other friends on that server that you're looking to stick around? Because if not, you can probably make up that ground pretty quick, especially if you're playing with somebody else. But I'll double check real quick right now what the I should have done exit actually. So everything's gonna look weird for a sec. Let's you know what? Like, here's what we'll do. We'll pull up a larger version of me because everybody wants to see that, right? I'm totally kidding right now. No, I'll just at least do this that way you guys can have something that's not mostly black screen while I am reopening this just to check the server. But we'll be back in LOTRO again in just a second. You think it's running Steam, but it's not running. I told you, Steam. You just gotta trust me. Gotta just accept. I need you didn't go for the trust fall. You gotta work on that. Don't understand. All right, so we're gonna put this stuff in. Yep, Landreval. So I'll see if I can I capture this? I don't know if I can well, I mean, I'll just type it actually in chat for you guys. But this is the name of the server that I am on right now. So let's see, don't really have friends on your server. Well, I mean, you're more than welcome. I don't know how transferring works, and I don't know if it'd really be worth it with just a level 8. But you're welcome to start over on Landreval, and I'd be willing to send some gear and stuff. I definitely can help out with the low level gear, especially, and food. I can help out even past my level. Like, I think my cook is working on level 66 foods right now. So so that won't be an issue, and other stuff I could probably make up to the 20s as far as equipment goes. So you're more than welcome to come by. I know Christian actually is also playing over on the server. I think he's got someone around the 20s he's looking to play too. So that would be 3 of us already. And if Randall, if you wanted to get involved in that too, that would be 4. We'd almost have a full fellowship already. But yeah, game is free to play. I can give you the link if you guys need. I just gotta go and grab it. Not that's too hard to find if you just look for LOTRO. But yeah, would love to play with you guys. I think I got the leftovers of this can. That is one of the taxes for living with someone, I guess. Awesome. That'd be really cool. I'd definitely be looking forward to that, Randall. Can you help me complete some quests? What sort of quests do you have in mind? Much to do here. Of course there is. Ooh. Reach level 39 and can now purchase legendary books for your class trainer. Start working on legendary deeds. I think we're gonna look into that right now, actually. Go ahead and just pick up this quest. Bind to whatever I can around here, and then head back towards a trainer. Can you play with US? I believe so. If you're on the server, it should work fine. So as long as you can pick the Landraval server, then yes. Starting over, so just the beginning ones. Alright. I can see about that. You guys want to see the early stuff in game? We can head over that way. Let me do the buying the legendary book real quick and just take a look at that stuff. And then after that, I will go ahead and see about switching to a different character. See who we got down on the low side of things. What race are you going with? Because I know that determines your starting zone, and then after that, you all just kind of meet together eventually. Let's see. Oh, and if you guys don't mind me asking, how is the quality of the stream? Because I'm actually working on wireless right now. So if you need, I can go ahead and plug into the router. But if it's working fine, then I'm just going to leave it the way it is and not touch it. Black Desert's finished downloading. Yeah, I get you, Randall. All right, awesome. Glad to hear that. Yeah, no, we can all get together. You know what, actually? So that's a question I got then. So, young guy, if Randall's gonna be starting as well, then would you be opposed to us starting that all together? Maybe doing that on like Thursday or so when I'm doing the next stream. Then we could all just start from there and work together and kind of quickly level everybody instead of having to go back again. Not that's a problem. Just looking to kind of bring everything together. All up for it. Yes. Cool. Takes 5 hours. 5 hours for what now, young guy? Find a sign. I should probably be reading this, but north along the road, northwest. Okay. Yeah, sure. Do a thing. That's what I read. Oh, to download LOTRO. I gotcha. Well, yeah, no, I mean that gives some time then, because we'll be. If we could, what I would opt for is to do that on Thursday instead. Roughly around the same time. Usually I start streaming about 8 o'clock, 8 to 8:30. Usually on Thursdays I'm a little bit earlier, usually right on that 8 mark. This is just a regular cooking campfire, right? Yeah. There's a rally point here. Is there a camp anywhere nearby? To the north. Alright. let's head up there. We can bind to the campfire, and then we have some place to return to. The hunter is so good at being able to move around and transport, especially transport groups. It's really talented at that, and there's so many skills that focus on it. Like, I will pull them up in 1 second. Once I just get past this, I need to move a chat window that's in the way so I can show you guys. So I have my regular milestone that everybody has with your cooldown of an hour. You can pick where that goes. I've got a personal house, so I've got one for that also. That's another hour cooldown. And then you start getting into the hunter stuff. So the rally point, the stone circle that we saw before, this is a skill that you have a 30-minute cooldown, but it'll just send you right to one of those, where the nearest one is. Like immediately. Oh. You guys don't like people, huh? I should have realized that. That's fine. We'll focus on the rest of our little guide to hunter skills in a second. Yeah. Bet you messed with the wrong guy. You definitely shouldn't have done that. There we go. Problem solved. Now then, I believe we were in the middle of trying to get to this camp. But yeah, no. So, I mean, that's fine, though, because that'll give us until Thursday to work on that. But that still actually leaves us with at least one open slot. Assuming that Christian can work with the timing that we would be opting for. And if not, then we still have 2 spots in that case. But he's also got a few levels where you guys will be at. So camp is down this way. I see it on the map. It's right there. It's so close. You can almost touch it. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to bind here so we at least can get right back to here. And that's one of the other skills, this one right here. It's got a bit of an induction time, but that's not so bad because you're not using this in combat. More likely than not, it'll get interrupted anyway. But you can just return to whatever camp you bind to. There's no cooldown, so you can just swap to another one if you find another one you want to go to. And then you start having these guide skills, right? All of these are, and I'll focus on them in 1 second. But what they basically do is you can take the entire fellowship somewhere. So all of a sudden, instead of now being able to get around yourself quickly to certain areas, you could take up to 4 other people with you, and they don't have to run there or try and find ways to quick travel or milestone bind to certain places or anything like that. So Hunter is really, really good at moving people. That being said, we wanted to go and see some trainers. So, you know what? I mean, I could really go to any of these, honestly. I'm going to go to Bree just to hit up the trainers that are over that way. I know there should be a Hunter one outside, if I remember correctly. There always used to be one there. Right by where the man reputation people are. All the men of Bree. I also really just enjoy some of the music that comes out of this area. Like the background music that's going right now, actually, is one where I was like, oh, this is kind of fun little tune. But after this, I think what we're going to do, actually, is check out a skirmish, because I've talked about it a little bit to you guys. I only have access to a few of them, but the skirmishes can actually be kind of fun to break up the monotony or just to kind of change things up a little bit. So, let's see. Over this way. That's where it is. As I turn off floaty names, like, multiple times. The hotkey for that is N, by the way, in case you're wondering why that keeps happening. It's right next to the one for maps. Not going that way, but we are going around this way. And there is actually, you know what? It's a recent thing too. They have some premium housing that are in some of the higher level areas. I've never been anywhere close to those ones, but I do want to check that out in the future once things start to get squared away and settled. I imagine that I'll probably need to do lots of deeds and things to get enough LOTRO points where I can get the currency to pay for them. But I want to see how exactly it works, whether you need to continue having that premium currency to keep paying for it, or whether it's just a matter of getting the initial to purchase it and then you can pay with gold maybe. I need to see how exactly it works. But let's see, we got some skills coming in next level, looks like. That'll be fun. I don't need these on the quick bar either. If I am not going to have any of them left, then I don't need them on the quick bar. All right, so let's see then. Not interested in this. What we are interested in is what he can sell us, actually. Highest level in LOTRO, actually. I believe they just raised the cap, actually, to 105. So there's a bit of upward room from where I'm at. But yeah, no, it, ooh, okay. I'll just buy all the books. Why not? Why not? Oh, I don't have room for it. That's why not. Well, all right. They showed me. Sell this. And we're going to use these things because these are reputation items. Once I can find them. There's one. And where's the other one? It's around here somewhere. I know you're out there. Must have turned. No, caps lock was off. I wonder why. Never mind. I'm not gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna roll with it. Okay, so now that should be good. But what we want to do is we want to pick up some of these legendary books because I have not done those either. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna unlock a deed. You saw it already got rid of the item. You can't see chat, but it got rid of the book as soon as I picked it up. And here's the deed. So you can get some LOTRO points, get a class trait point. So it's kind of worth real world currency in a sense, which is never a bad thing. Yeah, there's a bit of room to go, or to grow, I should say. Randall, there's some upward room. I think 105 though is the new Mordor content that they have. But that's fine. I mean, that just means that there's more to play, more to have fun with along the way. Let's see. So, are there any other recipes? I mean, there are definitely these other books. So I'll pick these up too. Even though they're a bit expensive for the level that we're at, but that's okay. Alex, hey, don't worry about it. I'll be here more. Yeah, no. I definitely appreciate having you around. How have you been? Everything been okay with you? Are there any recipes that I don't have yet? These are all Scholar recipes, by the way. So that's one of the reasons why I picked Scholar for this hunter, is because a lot of the things that they can make are all of the specialty hunter stuff, whether it's the different fire or light oils or the bow chants, or books that are accessories for hunters only. There are a few different things that you can get, that you can make. And you could just sit here and buy, if you didn't have access to that, you could buy these simple fire oils, simple light oils, but they last at most half as long as the ones that you make at the lower levels even. And I'm sure the higher level ones have probably other bonuses and longer durations and stuff. So it's good that you can get this stuff, but it also would add up pretty quickly because 5 minutes and you're paying 6 silver. It's just an unnecessary cost, I feel like. If you have a Scholar, then you can kind of just crank these things out and not have to worry about them so much. Charles, hey. How are you doing? Sorry, I missed you there for a second. What are these other ones doing? Oh, talk to Legolas for all of them. Okay, then. I guess that makes that easy. Well, fortunately, last time we left it off, we actually have a milestone bind over to Rivendell. So we're going to go ahead and use that in a second. But I want to see what this guy wants first.
Would you do something for me?
What do you need of me? Oh, okay. Yeah, these are lower level quests. I'm not going to worry about that stuff. But this hunting lodge is actually, it's the reputation place for the Men of Bree. So you can get some of the restrictive stuff, like I had picked up
Greetings.
a recipe that my cook can't use yet because he's not friendly enough with the Men of Bree, but they have different things over here, like you can get this trade if you have to also be a man, you know, the race of men, but they have different food recipes, repair anvil. So once I can level up weaponsmithing to artisan, I'm gonna go ahead and learn that. You can get some different cosmetic stuff. What is LOTRO? Is it Zelda? Not exactly. It's Lord of the Rings Online. So it's a pretty fun game. It's free to play. It's been out for 10 years now, and it's hard to believe. But they've just released a new expansion for it, so they've still been developing content. And the community, I think, is pretty cool. Now that there's the expansion, you get a lot of the hype with that. But outside of that, you do have a bit of an RP community, so you have that kind of network. Even if you're not into role-playing, and to begin with, you still have those people who help to create a more immersive environment around you. So I think it's a positive thing. What else do we have here? I mean, I don't need any of that, but I'm just looking to see if there's anything that I could really use. I mean, that's a downgrade. Even if I did swap out my skills to make sure I could use it, it doesn't really help us out. There's a mount. That might be pretty cool. But that's kind of pricey, and we need to get on even better terms with them before they'll let us get that. So all in all, we're really not too worried about that stuff. Let's see what else we got in here, though, while we're here. Do you sell other things? You do sell other things. So I could get some different music for the house. Let's see. These are all crafting items. I wonder if they're cheaper. That I don't know. Questions. I'll have to look into that later. But I imagine the housing discount that you have for buying in your own housing district is probably going to be higher than the one that would be here. But yeah, it seems like this is all of like the vend stuff. I'm tempted to get the music though, because I actually do like that song. But I would need some place to put it, so I'll probably just make a mental note of it and try to remember to come back. Anything else in here? Got crafting stations. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff in here. Nothing too crazy, but we're heading over to Rivendell now. So we need to talk to Legolas about all those legendary deeds we just picked up. There's some legendary stuff to be had over with the elves. You know, and if you're thinking of getting the latest expansion also, I know that they rolled out a new race also, because they used to just have elves, dwarves, men, and hobbits, and those were your 4 races. And now they actually have the high elf race as well. I don't really know much about it other than the fact that it exists, and they have a couple of other new systems and the premium housing and all this other stuff. But yeah, they've been adding some things. Let's see. Always bigger, yeah. Read it to what? Tell you to go and buy the things that I just bought from your friend? Is that what you're gonna tell me about? I just quick traveled here. I guess we'll have to do that later then. now that we're, well, we could use this one and get back here again. 13 last month? Oh, happy, well, I mean, I'm a little late to this party, but happy birthday last month, then. That's awesome. Man. 13, oh, God, that feels like ages ago for me. Not that that's a bad thing, mind you, but if I were to reflect back on my past, and if I could tell my younger self something. It's funny because I feel like it's something that I had heard plenty when I was younger, but didn't fully pay attention to because, you know, you guys don't understand what it's like, you know, talking about adults for that matter. But I probably would say try to enjoy, you know, enjoy yourself, not while you're young, but just enjoy yourself in general. You know, try and find the things that make you happy. And then at least, you know, the sooner you figure that out, I think the better off you are as far as happiness is concerned. I think that's an important one to try to discover. So, not to be all like, find out what your dream is in life or you'll be miserable, but I think it's a cool thing that that if you can come up with, then it'll help you out. Because for me, I didn't really figure out any of this stuff until maybe a couple of years ago. So, and here we are. No problem. Hopefully that helped at all. But I know that's that might not exactly be what you were looking for right now. But that's fine because we have plenty of other stuff here too. Let's also not look at just what. How did I line up the camera with just what is even over there? I lined up with strictly this tapestry, and that's exactly the only thing that we could see. That's actually kind of impressive. Don't know how I did that. Let's see. What does he have to say? May have heard of the man who wrote it. Okay, tell me more about this then. Tell me these things that you know, Legolas. Shun company. Oh, well, that's off to a bad start, isn't it? Can I check the percent of BDO? Alright, sounds good, Randall. We will be here for still at least a good half hour. Let's see. Remarkable hunter. Okay. To hunt. Yeah. Okay, then. Rather than avoid these raining parties, Hunter would stalk them through their entire course. Oh, yeah. So he was messing with the goblins. They must not have taken too kindly to that. Just the arrow would panic them. I could see that. I could picture that. But at least the journal made it, so let's see. So find his stuff. That's basically what you're telling me.
How can I be of service?
Is this going to be the same thing? Let's see. Also describing a shameful blot upon the honor of elves and men alike, by ease which it describes there, falling to the base trickery of the enemy. Oh, well then. So find pages. That's basically what we're looking at here. And this is going to be the same thing. Different story, same general process. All right, so let's see if I can track this actually and try and figure out where this stuff might be, because that would be cool. Must be kidding you. Oh no. Was it like 10%? I'm sure the stream isn't helping, but not that I'm chasing you off, mind you. That is definitely not what I'm trying to do. Hunter, yeah, that's not what I needed. So where are these quests? 10%. It has been 10%. Oh no, 4 hours. Oh, I am sorry. That one hurts to hear. Oof. Yeah, that might be a we're gonna leave this on overnight and we'll look at it tomorrow type of thing. Where are these legendary quests that you supposedly gave me? No, not in the Lone Lands. Misty Mountains? No. No. Trollshaws? I mean, not exactly. So where did these actually go then? You look like the guy from... I look like a guy from popular MMOs. You'll have to show me at some point. I don't know if YouTube will let you post the link, but Discord definitely does. I'm curious now. You've got my attention. Where did these... Oh, were they deeds? Is that what it was? Oh, they're deeds. That's why. Alright, so this is probably not going to give me any sort of guidance. Honestly. But we're going to try it anyway and see if we can get a better idea. So remove this, remove that. These are all Trollshaws stuff. I mean, I'm in the Trollshaws now, so I guess I could just do it, but yeah, this is not going to be short or easy. I don't know. I assume that's kill a bunch of things. Sometimes you get it to drop. That seems like the way they would do this. Available quests. Ooh. There's an epic. Level 44. I don't know if I should be doing that right now. Okay. I guess I will accept that, but we're not gonna try and do it right now. I don't want to get involved in that. Seems a little above my league at the moment. But we did say we were going to check out skirmishes. So, let's actually do that. Because I think the skirmishes will be kind of fun. I kind of should not have this much stuff, though. I have a lot of stuff that I don't need. Why have that? Oh, I should probably just sell some of these. These things do not help me at all. And actually, I'm going to remove all the quests and tracks whatever's nearby. Track nearby. Yeah. Relic fragments. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I had a couple of these items that I was looking to get rid of anyway. Have to go to sleep. That's school tomorrow. All right, sounds good, Alex. Thanks so much for coming by. And I look forward to seeing you on Thursday or just around in the community in general. I am going the wrong way. I mean, unless I can fly, in which case I suppose I could get there that way, but that seems pretty short-sighted. I feel like there's a better way here, and it doesn't involve flight or jumping into a river. All right, off we go. I saw the Watcher. I was like, is that something I need to fight over here? It's like, wait, this is an MMO. This isn't, you know, like a Final Fantasy game or something. Oh. Or go this way. All right. No. There's a river there. Let's go back this way. Track the other one. Tell me where that thing is. The boar tusk. Okay. I can do this. I can do this thing. That shouldn't be too problematic. I really probably could have just gone into that river. I didn't really need to run across the bridge, did I? Who's gonna do it? One-handed weaponsmith. That makes a lot of sense.
How can I be of service?
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, do it. Make it happen. Thanks for the dagger. Is it any better? Nah, not really. But thanks for making it, at the very least. Now I can sell all of your hard work that you're so proud of. You won't mind, right? Right, friend. And then we've got the other guy over here who's going to make a cloak, which will actually probably be an upgrade, honestly. Yeah, that's an upgrade. So we'll go ahead and actually use that. And then we'll sell him my old stuff here. So we don't need this. Don't need the dagger. Don't really need this crossbow either, honestly. Even with a higher damage, I feel like the skill inductions and the physical mastery are kind of better. So we'll just stick with the bow here. And that actually frees up a couple of slots. But on top of that, I see a couple of other things I can't use anyway I want to get rid of. Namely, will let me actually sell that? No. I'd probably have to destroy it. That's unfortunate. Alright. Well, we took a look. These, however, are slightly better, but at the same time, with the agility drop, I don't know if they will help me so much. So I may just hold those on the side for now. I have all the room I think I really need anyway. If anything, maybe another slot or two. So what we will do is we're gonna try and find a vent or a vault real quick, and we'll drop off our stuff there. Yeah, I found some things that make you happy. Oh, you want me to bring them somewhere else? Alright, I can do that. I didn't actually see where he was, but I'm sure he's somewhere in Rivendell, right? Right? I don't see the icon anywhere. How about in the Misty Mountains? Is he up there? No, he is in Rivendell. I just couldn't see him. Why? Oh, there he is. He's not far. Okay, that's much better. I thought it was gonna be like, thanks for bringing them here. Now take them completely out of here and take them somewhere far, far away, where you came from, of course. So much confusion, so little time. But I think there's a vault in the Scholars Hall anyway. So worst case scenario, we can really just go ahead and swap the stuff out, try and stack a few things, get rid of them before we work on any skirmishes. We'll probably do 1 or 2 of those before we wrap things up for the evening. Okay, so here's the person for the quest. We'll drop all that off first. Yeah. You're welcome, I guess. Oh, no, wait. It was a trap. You want me to talk to somebody. Fine. Fine. I'll do it, but just this once. So where are the relic fragments going? Not in here, or actually in here. Let's try this. Aha. Almost fooled me. Never mind. I fell for it again. There's another quest. Curse you. Alright, so yeah, I'm good at scholar stuff. You're right about that. So write some things for you so that way you'll pay me and you'll like me more. That's basically what I read. Looks like that guy might actually be pretty close to the guild hall here. If not in it. Or maybe he's up another floor. Getting that impression. Alright, that's fine. It's probably in this library here. So they have their their scholar stuff. They actually have two different scholar rooms. This one is more
What do you
lore based from what I can tell. The guild hall is actually down the second floor. But yes, I got those things for you, and I swear if you want me to bring them to someone else, I will punch you in the stomach. Okay. So, get more fragments. Well, I guess I don't have anything else to do, right? Now, we have plenty of other things that we want to focus on. And breaking my legs was not on that list of things, but, you know, we could find some time for that. Don't worry about it. We can make that work. I'm also looking at chat that that whole superior oven thing that I was showing you guys that I picked up. Seems like there is a bit of demand in chat for them. People are looking to buy them with gold and try to capitalize on the recent sales for them. I believe that they are new to the store, which is why everybody's going so crazy over them. But I've actually wanted them for a long time to have that functionality, because I tend to prefer being able to do all the crafting at my home base. So this is pretty much right up my alley. Can anything go away? Do I have anything in here already? Or is all of this not going to stack with anything? Maybe that? No. Anything? Not happening today. Nice try, but no cigar. Alright then. How about this? Guess not. Okay. Starting to run out of options here. I should be able to open this with a that sturdy steel key that we have though, next level. So that's something to be excited about. I don't really see anything else in here that would likely be in my vault. So I think we're running into an issue where we're not going to be able to stack anything. That's rather unfortunate. Alright, well, we tried. That's pretty much the end result of that. But the important thing is we do have a few slots open, which should make the skirmishes workable, at least, as far as item gathering. I think at most we get maybe 5 items by the time it's all said and done per skirmish, so I can just not grab one of them. It's fine. 3 of them go away anyway. 2 to 3 of them disappear by the time you're done with the skirmish if you don't use them. They're temporary area effects that are randomized. But it'll be easier to show you guys what I mean with that than to actually try and describe it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the instance finder right over here. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do the advanced one. I'll do a tier 2 for now. We're just going to do a solo though. We're not going to try and party up with some other people because they do have a party finder kind of system here for this. And we're going to do the Siege of Gondom. And I actually like, well, they're both pretty fun, but I like that one more. So since I'm doing it by myself, I can queue up right away. There's really no wait time. And now we're off.
The Dower Hands have forged an alliance with the
to
blue-clad
Gondom
goblins and have laid siege to Gondomon for nearly 2 weeks. The final assault will soon be launched.
So this is the start over here. You get 3 NPC guards for this one. They are randomized. They could either be different trainers or just random generic guards. They're actually going to go to... I don't know if you'll be able to see it. If I can I zoom in on the map? No, you can't. Okay, so they're actually going to go to each of these gates. 1, 2, and 3. They're going to go to those walls. And they will tell you which side enemies are attacking from. But they'll come from different sides, sometimes the same side. Sometimes you have a couple of things going on at once. And that's usually more with some of like the bonus stuff where you can get extra rewards for killing extra enemies that sometimes show up, their challenges. But in skirmishes, you have a soldier and you can pick who it is, what class they are. I picked the herbalist, who can focus on healing me and keeping me topped off. That way I can take some hits but still kind of work and survive. I will either usually use that or the one that is a tank and pulls everybody and yells at everyone and tries to get them to focus on him. But I'm starting to use the herbalist, and now that I can actually strafe and fight, I think that that's probably gonna be a good bet anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on this, and as soon as I continue this, we're gonna be sitting through a little bit of a speech, and then he's gonna release us to go to the walls. I mean, we can go ahead and advance, but we might as well just stay and just see what he has to say real quick. So we'll talk to him. All right, and off we all go. So you see Matthew's health here. You don't have any indicators for the rest, but it'll tell you, like you saw there, enemies are on the march to the west. So off we go to the west. Here they come, and I'm gonna go ahead and start on them right away. But I typically try, when I have the opportunity, even though my class isn't really meant to take too many hits, I like to run and try in the front and try and distract a little bit and see if I can catch them a little bit from attacking the NPCs, because we get extra points and things. We get benefits for the extra NPCs who are alive at the end. So I typically try to draw the attention as opposed to my NPCs on the walls, where I can actually lose some gains. But that's usually just my strategy. I mean, of course, if you're working with 6 people, my hunter should not be the one leading that charge, but I don't mind running them out there when I'm doing a solo, and especially when it's not on tier 3. It's something a little bit more tolerable and kind of work within the system well enough. There should have been more coming from this direction, but I do not see them. I wonder. Anybody else under attack or anything? No. Interesting. Alright, I wonder if this is a bug. Let's take a look around, shall we? Maybe somebody got stuck somewhere. Actually, even easier. We're a hunter. Let's try searching. Nothing to track. Okay. Oh, we can try the other option in a second, which will be to track beasts and things of that nature. So maybe we'll find something stuck that way. It's kind of strange though, that all of a sudden things are not happening. Well, while we have the moment anyway, excuse me, one way that I like to go about it sometimes is I like to actually sit up on this wall for anybody coming from this side on the west. And as ranged, I can kind of pick them off. If I had rain of arrows, I could go ahead and let that loose and cause some damage. Of course, if you hit things that haven't been hit yet, they're going to aggro to you, which means that they're going to try and run around to get up these stairs and get behind you. So if you're working with other people, that may work, because then they'll try and run through the lines and they can pull them off and do a lot of damage while they ignore the people down there. But it's a little bit more dangerous. Up here, I think you can hit them from down there, but I'm not so sure about how much you can reach from up here. So that may not be a feasible method. And over on this northern wall, you don't have that option at all. Eve, what is this? I'm playing LOTRO. I'm actually doing a skirmish right now, but it seems to have bugged a little bit because nothing else is coming, and they should definitely... Aha! I found a thing. Track it. Where are you? How did you get there? How even? How do you do these things? I mean, you're just kind of hanging out there and you look a little pale. But, all right, we'll fix that. Yep, done. Nice knowing you, friend. But yeah, so this is, it scales to the level and to the size of the group too. Lieutenant of the enemy joined the battle. So they have a few randomized ones that'll show up. And they are, typically they have different benefits. This guy right here, he grows in power when there are others around. He does extra damage, he takes less damage. So you either want to try and knock him out when he is by himself, or you want to try and just knock out all of the people surrounding him, because they will start to add up some damage for him and prevent you from doing damage to him. Obviously you don't want. How is all, my friend? I'm okay. I don't have a phone right now, so that's a little sad, and it's taking a little bit of getting used to of not having the phone. Honestly, it's a little disappointing, but all in all, doing okay. How about you? How's everything going by you? It feels like it's been forever since we've chatted. I just haven't had the phone to be able to really do it during the day, which is really still disappointing. But supposedly, I was checking the tracking number. My phone got to Motorola today, so they claim that it should be here again then within 4 business days, I think, which would put us on Monday. Hopefully it doesn't take that long to get here. Bye-bye, phone. Here comes another one. Now, hopefully this one's a little bit better. I'm not sure what exactly the issue was with the battery, but it was not a fun time. Ooh, they got two lieutenants this time, so we're stepping it up, I see. We're gonna want to get rid of this guy sooner rather than later. There's one down. And you can't actually see chat, but I got a bounty, which is right here. I got it from the last one I killed too. These are basically your vend items that you're selling anyway, so you do get some money for this sort of stuff, and the higher the level of the area, there's certain tiers where you can get a higher tier of the bounties, so that way you can sell them for more money. What was it? North? Yeah, north. That's fine. Having the heals definitely is nice. I really can't complain about that. Even though normally I'd probably be getting hit so hard that it wouldn't really matter too much if I was doing maybe like a tier 3 skirmish or something like that. But we should be pretty much towards the end of the first wave of this stuff, which then they give you a little bit of a reprieve, rather, and then back at it again. I think there are 2 or 3 waves and then the final battle with this. But it's nice to break up the routine. I like the skirmishes from time to time. I think it's fun to do with friends also. Yeah, I'm glad I'll be getting my replacement soon too. Taking care of your babies. Oh no, how are they? How are the little ones? They doing all right? I know you were so excited about getting to see them, and you've been home for probably almost a week now, right? Because that's exciting. I know you were really looking forward to getting home. Yep. So we finished that wave. It throws a few marks our way. Also, marks you can use to buy certain things. It's kind of a skirmish currency. There's a bunch of stuff you can put that towards, whether it's recipes or equipment or just resources. I'll show you some of that stuff once we finish up here. But you just have to go to a skirmish camp. There are a bunch of them in all different places throughout the world, so you can purchase any of that stuff through them. Back to the north. To the north, I say. And actually, one thing I like to do, I'll show you guys here for a second. As a hunter, I have this campfire skill. So it improves your non-combat power, and particularly your morale regen. So what I'll do is I'll set it down in the middle, figuring that if anybody needs it, if I'm in a group or something, and someone needs it, they can kind of get out of combat, run back there, heal up a little faster, and then move on from there and get back into the fight. So that's one strategy I use as a hunter when I'm playing in this skirmish in particular. Piece of paper while I was cleaning the other box. Oh no, that sounds horrible. That I don't know if I could do the kitty thing. Yeah, this guy's gonna reflect some damage, so that's a little scary. I'm a little worried about him. Not gonna lie. Trying to just... Oh, yeah, that hurt. That hurt quite a bit. No, they are not. You hang in there, dude. I'm helping you out here. Don't you die on me. Yes, I am actually allergic to cats. That is true. Which is, you know, another reason why, I suppose, if you really think about it. But yeah, no, that's not something that is on my my to-do list. I have this fear thing. Okay, got rid of it. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna go away in time for combat. Such a shame. Yes, I'm a puppers person. Want to get a nice little puppers when we have the opportunity, and it'll be when we've moved, but someday. I don't even really need the regen from this thing, but we're all topped off, which is always a good thing. Just set a quick trap down here. I cut him loose. I meant to get him sooner. Yeah, he inspires his enemies. As long as you don't murder him immediately. The way he works is usually when he hits certain percentages of health, he'll scream and increases the damage that his allies do. So you want to either take him out quick or just ignore him until everything else is dealt with. But there are some that you don't want to touch until you've dealt with other things around them. So it is a bit about knowing who your lieutenants are that you're fighting and knowing what their skill sets are and what they do and when to attack. I mean, kind of like a mini raid, I guess, a little instance of sorts. But knowing what to do definitely helps. Somebody, anybody. Whoa. what for on the somebody? I'm just gonna do this for a second, buddy. You're not welcome here. Aha. Okay, so here's one of those optional ones. So that's coming from the west, but the enemies are coming from the south, actually. So I'm gonna try and just down him really super quick here. Somebody once told... No, not that. Anything but that. Alright, so he drops this flag. And what we're gonna need to do is hang that. And when we do that, it's actually going to spawn another fight. Another elite fight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to save this guy. But I'm going to try. I am certainly going to try. Here, everybody pay attention to me. Everybody pay attention to me. We got things going on here. Yeah, that was a good time for a heal. Alright. Cool. That actually kind of worked out pretty well. Just run in there and grab their attention. That's how we do it. Alright, but now, since they're actually attacking from the west, I have an opportunity to hang this and draw the other guy. So what I'm going to try to do is keep somebody alive, because that'll prevent the next wave from starting. And then when I do that, it gives me an opportunity to fight this guy and take him down. That is my strategy, and I'm sticking to it. Was the world gonna roll you, though, Eve? Because it sounds like that's what you were thinking about. And those heals really come in handy, let me tell you. He was trying to heal himself, too. So we actually got 9 marks and a medallion for that. Medallions are basically like the elite version of those marks. They're rare, they're much more valuable, and you only get them, the only way I know you get them is from special stuff like that. Doing all of the rare or the optional battles. That's how I know that you can get them. The trapper guy. So this guy, actually, I believe he messes with your, if he gets a chance to, he fires something up, he creates these little like crawlers. If oh no, that's the Shepherd of Filth. The Pale Trapper, I forget what he does. I think he might just trap you and probably do damage or something like that. But him, I'm not as sure about. I'll need to look into him. Southgate, we have another optional thing. I saw it in chat, but we have a moment before the fighting starts again, which is perfect because it gives us a chance to go over here and fight this guy. I can see him on the map, so I'm going to try and down him as quickly as possible. And I want to try and get this NPC guard involved too, if I can. So hopefully he runs over this way, because I want to try and down him quickly. Oh good, they're attacking from the south too. That's actually perfect. Alright, so we took him out. So we're good here. I'm just gonna refocus quick before they get here. And set another trap. Yep, that's perfect. You could just sit right there. Oh, alright. Or Galfy can just decide that he should let him come and hit me in the face. You know, whatever floats his boat, I guess. And that's this guy. Cool. Alright, I think we got all of the optional stuff for the entire skirmish, actually, which is awesome that we got all of that in. I keep loving seeing these lieutenants come because that means more money for us by the time we're done. And granted, it's not going to be as much. Okay, this guy, you want to kill him immediately because the Deathmonger is basically your traditional necromancer. So you kill his allies and he goes and turns them into like some sort of spirit that he resurrects. So he's going to cause problems for you if you don't take him out early. And this guy is taking... I'm just missing a lot. That's what the problem is. I was like, why is it taking so long? He's just a regular goblin. I don't understand. Alright, we'll put another trap down. We'll get focused. So, yeah, Eve, if I know you do like some MMOs. I don't know if this is one that you'd be interested in, but I know a couple of others who are regulars are looking to play, or a newcomer too is looking to play. So probably going to be starting somebody fresh on the server. If you would be interested in joining in for that, you're more than welcome. And let's see, more lieutenants. So we're actually doing really well as far as getting lieutenants to show up. This guy actually takes damage from others around him. I think, does he get stronger when that happens? I can't remember. But not gonna matter if you just go ahead and kill him like that. Their numbers are not too great. Don't you die on me. You've done plenty of damage already just releasing people so they could fight me. Can't let you go down. Alright, I actually like when it alternates too. It's convenient when it's on the same side that you were on, but when you alternate, it gives the previous NPC guard a little time to recover. And when I'm doing solo and running as a hunter, that's something that I need, is to give them some time to recover. So that guy's gonna throw his bomb probably in a second if he didn't already. He might have missed. I mean, I'm missing him constantly, so I guess it's possible he missed me too. Alright, this guy should be gone in a second. I'm having a lot of trouble hitting these guys. I'm a little surprised by that, but you know, whatever you guys say. So we'll put a trap down, we'll get focused again. Lieutenants again, perfect. So I'm actually gonna probably pull him up this mountain. I guess I'm pulling all of them up the mountain. I guess they're taking the shortcut today. Alright. Fair enough. Well, I guess that's happening. Yep, literally all of them are like, never had to walk up this hill in the first place. I was doing it to be polite. I was following the rules. You broke the rules when you started shooting at us. I don't know. I was trying to take advantage of the situation. What can I say? But yeah, no, so this is going to be pretty close to the last of the third wave, and then it's up the stairs, and everybody kind of falls back over there where the last set of waves happen, and then you have your boss fight for the skirmish. So we're getting pretty close now to finishing this one up. But this is the general procedure for how it goes. And of course, if you're doing it with more people and it scales with the number of people and the difficulty that you set it to, then you're going to have a little bit of a different approach, because you may have harder enemies where you're going to need to coordinate as a team a little bit more and figure out how exactly you're going to go about it. Alright. I don't like that guy, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and just take him out real quick if I can, and hope he doesn't reflect like a penetrating shot, because that would hit me like a truck. And I'm not actually 100% sure how his reflect works, because it seems like he hasn't really been hitting me with it, but I am sure that there is some sort of science to how that exactly works. Alright, so now they tried everybody. So these guys, they're going to go run to the enemy's camps, so they're safe now. I don't have to worry about them. I'll get benefits for keeping them alive at the end. And now, we're going to want the trap to be right around here, but we're still on cooldown. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this trap down. I'm going to put down a campfire just for the in-between, because I don't need to run around anymore. So having the campfire around right in the middle, I can just sit by it, and as long as I have a second or two, I'll get the benefit of that boost to non-combat morale and power regen that you could see right here. Did stuff... Oh yeah, stuff comes from behind you too. So actually, each one of these waves, I think a couple things come from there, and some run up the stairs. So I'm gonna keep putting those traps down with the stairs, because they'll hopefully occupy one of them, and then they'll give me some extra time to worry about the rest. And that is something that I am never gonna complain about, having a little extra time to deal with them. But yeah, it looks like that one over there got caught by my trap, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put him out of his misery real quick. I probably should have waited, actually, because I could have set another trap, but that's okay. It is what it is. Alright, so they should be coming any second. I mean, if they're gonna wait... Oh. He actually hit me with a wound from over there. I'm not sure how he did that exactly. Or I guess that was just still... It was still applied, probably, and didn't disappear yet. That's fine. That would also actually, if I was getting hit with that earlier, that would explain what all the misses were about. But you can actually see my herbalist is still doing fine. He's at like half health. But he was getting a little bit of heat, because nobody likes the healer when you're on the other team. Everybody hates healers. But that's fine. We got rid of them. So we got another wave here coming. We're gonna set down a trap for real this time. And I mean, he'll be stuck down the stairs, but I don't really care about that, because I really just want to get somebody caught by it. As long as I do that, then I can deal with them later. Which is a huge benefit, especially with the higher level stuff. If you're dealing with a harder enemy, or if you're dealing with a 6-man, for instance. If you can keep one of them out of the fight, that'll really help out your fellowship quite a bit. Alright, this guy is done. Is there anybody down there? No, he may not have gotten caught by the trap, but that's alright. Why am I still in combat? Oh, never mind, I lied. He did get caught by that. Evaded. Huh, interesting. There's a lot of evading going on. I'm not a fan. but this should just about be towards the end of the regular waves, and we should be up to the boss fight in a second. Oh, they're sending a lieutenant this time. Alright. Fair enough. So let's go ahead and start up with these guys again some more. I'm sure that they're gonna work on my eyes again in a second if they get a chance. Hopefully I can take them out before that, though. That accuracy thing was really kind of messing me up a bit. Oh, you again. They just seem to love sending you, don't they? They know how much I disapprove. Alright. Let's be gone, please. I'm just worried that one of these days it's gonna try and reflect when I hit him for like 1500 and it's just gonna immediately down me. Because I'm not 100% sure how that reflect actually works. And I don't really want to find out like that. Alright, this guy's done. I think that's the sound. Yep, that's the sound. So now we have the boss fight coming. So there's our guy right there that we've been fighting against. That dwarf over there. Of course, we have a bigger issue than just him, because there's kind of sort of a giant drake coming over this way. And, you know, he'll glitch his way onto the platform, but he does mean business. And at the higher levels especially, you'll notice that. But what I will do is I will try and hit him as hard as I can to start off the fight, and then just lay into him as best I can. Especially with ranged, it seems like what I can do is actually not aggro the general at all. I can just sit here and pick off his Drake and then worry about him after the fact. So we can kind of gang up on him later. And after a little while, he'll jump into things. But if I just sit here for a second, yeah, because he's going to walk over. And now they're going to start fighting. But it gives you a moment to at least kind of gather everything and prepare your skills and get things off a cooldown. I don't know how he actually hit me with that, but he is not going to like me very much. So I am doing way too much damage to him for him to be happy about me. Your fight might not be over, or it might be. Never mind. So I got all the things. Medallions at the end, marks, money, not much. Got a little bit of reputation for Thorin's Hall on top of that, so that's always good. You can get some free reputation that way. Everybody's back and they're cheering. They're happy with us. That guy's writing an epic ode, and we're pretty much good here. So the last thing we do is we just go ahead and loot that body, and we grab some money, more than we got for finishing the thing actually, and we get a veteran footman bounty. So that's like the upgrade version. You'll get one of those from killing the final boss of any one of those and any one of these skirmishes, and that's worth a little bit more, as you can see. 43. I mean, these are going to show a higher number, but that's also 6 of them, keep in mind. So it's really worth probably about twice as much as one regular one. And the higher the level of the one that you go into, the better the bounty item that you're going to get, so the more valuable that's going to be. That being said, I still feel like you can actually probably make more money by just wandering around and hunting things, because you get stuff that drops for 6 silver. It'll be like a random enemy drops a fur, and you can sell that for 6 or 8 silver. So at this level, at least. So I feel like this is probably not the best way to make money, but you get marks, you get medallions, you can get reputation, as you saw there too, from Thorin's Hall in this case. So you can kind of grind Thorin's Hall if you need it by just running these skirmishes. And you can do it from literally anywhere. You can just queue up. You can do it by yourself. You don't need a group if you don't want to have one. And it puts you right back where you were when you're done. So I think the skirmishes are pretty handy, because no matter what, you have options of being able to do it. But you could see, well, you can't see actually because chat is covered. But these items, I had these 2 tokens that I picked up throughout the fight. And they are temporary items that'll get thrown away as soon as everything is done, as soon as you leave the skirmish. but they basically do certain area things. The two that I had over here that I didn't end up using, this one is a 20-second duration, and I'm reading the description right now because I don't actually know them offhand. This one applies a penalty to common damage mitigation for the enemy as long as they're in the area. It's like an AoE that just sits where you use it. So there, I had that one that I could have used, and the other one is one that would have given them a penalty to ranged offense. And again, they would have had to stay in the area. And that was another 20-second one. So they give you these little things that you can use to try and alter the fate of the skirmish a little bit. But all in all, I feel like they're probably only so useful, maybe a little bit more in a larger group where the fight is a little bit more serious and you're not dealing with just solo, where for my guy, I'm just kind of running around kiting if they're melee. So keeping them in a certain area, not exactly the easiest, but there are other ones that focus more on giving you, bonuses to defense or like a heal or whatever it is, certain damage types they apply. So there's other ones that would apply more to you as opposed to the enemy. But I find that I don't usually use them too much myself. That being said, we're gonna sell off these bounties real quick. Will anybody talk to me as a trainer? Probably not. So there's oh, never mind, Runekeeper. I thought I saw Supplier for some reason, but I do see the icon around here. So we are gonna look around for a second. Doesn't look like I'm gonna see anybody. That's fine. I'll just go indoors. I know there are vendors in here, so we'll just go ahead and dump that stuff real quick. And after that, I may try the other skirmish real quick, and then it'll be time to wrap things up. But 69, 43. So, I mean, we made a good 110 silver out of the deal, so not too shabby. Plus the money we picked up, which was another 30 or so silver. You're looking at like 140 minus repairs, but and any items you used or anything like that. That was not the one I wanted. I wanted this guy. All right, so we're gonna do advanced. We did the Siege of Gondomar. We're gonna do Trouble in Tuckborough. These are the two free skirmishes that I know of that they give you. There are other things as well. You get these instances that you have access to, these three in particular. I haven't really done the instances too much. I think that's more like a dungeon, but you need a group for that, as you can see here. And they have, let's see, what was that? Irebar's Peak. I don't know anything about these, by the way, but I'm just reading them off for you guys. Seed of the Great Goblin and Webs of the Scuttledells. So those are the three instances that you should have access to, even as a free player. You might need to be preferred. I'm not sure about that. But outside of that, you also have these epic battles that you have access to, and these I haven't really played around too much with, but they seem like it's pretty much your pivotal moments. Think like Two Towers when they're defending the wall, Battle of Helm's Deep, for instance. This is where you're gonna be looking if you want to do that sort of stuff, and they'll scale your level to, I think, 90 or 95, somewhere around there, to match up with the enemies that are there. But of course you won't have the skills that you would have learned at that point, so, or the gear per se, but they will scale the level so that way you can at least compete to some extent. And there are different things you can get there. There's different equipment you can use, like catapults and stuff. You can train in certain ways to be better at certain things. I don't know if I'll have the ability to show you anything from here, but I'm gonna try to look for it real quick. Probably wouldn't be the war. That should be the PvP stuff. The game does actually have a little bit of PvP, not very much, but there are at least one area. I forget if there are a couple areas where you can do PvP. So let me try real quick. I'm gonna try going into this, and if it will let me, I'm gonna see if I can show you guys real quick just some of the skills and the epic stuff. But I'm not going to get too much into the fight because I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know what is involved or what I need to do. and I don't even know where my skill sets are or anything like that. So there's a merit bar, there's ropes. I mean, there's a whole map here, pretty much. We're defending from those guys over there, all those guys. So they'll be trying to hit the gates, and there'll be different quests that'll kind of pop up in the middle. So okay, so if you're specializing in engineering, then you can set up different things to help you with the fight, and you can use different tools like the ballista if you have the right requirements, and that's all the skills that you get from these specifically for these epic battles. So I don't think, I mean, even I'll just read this off quick. Large army warfare requires large siege weaponry. Makes sense. Rohirrim are armed with various sizes of catapults and ballistae positioned throughout the fortress of Helm's Deep. So right, so you can upgrade them, you can aim them, fire them, etc., etc. And others can help you. It looks like if you have an ally with you, they can help you with any one of the actions or do one of their own, so they can kind of help you to operate it more effectively. There are other ones where you can kind of guide people. Like you could take the NPC guards and be like, no, I need you over here. I need you to come with me and do this instead of whatever it is that you were planning on doing. So you can kind of redirect squads is another skill set. There are a whole bunch of different things that make it pretty cool. I think it would be a lot of fun with a group in particular. But as you can see, it's talking about merit over here on the left side, and basically the way it works is it's a grading system, and the better you do, the better your rewards at the end, and it'll start kind of dropping as you start hitting things like here, all these things: soldiers defeated, commanders defeated, banners burned. That's all of our stuff. So if that happens, then the merit's going to start dropping off, and to a certain extent, if you drop down, I think, to the bottom, then you're going to fail the mission entirely. But that's just a quick little untick that, because I want that to come back up in the future. So, all right, that ballista that we were on before. Upgrade options, build, right? So you have work units, and it talks about how much you contribute per second. So 400 work units to build it. 100 per second, takes 4 seconds to finish. Makes sense. And upgrade options, you can do other things like upgrading the defenses of the ballista, increase the damage, firing speed, distance that you can fire it and crank it up. So there's a whole bunch of different things. And then these are all about aiming options and cranking it to fire, and loading it with a bolt and all this stuff. So you kind of have to work as a unit. If it's on fire, you can put out flames on it. There's a whole bunch of different things. But yeah, gonna just check this out real quick. You can see the health is actually going up as I'm building it. And I mean, we could do this before the fight, but we're not actually going to be participating in this battle. Just kind of showcasing some of the special features of the epic battles in particular. So I just want to let him finish this up. I don't think I would be able to finish anything here. Let's see. What does this say? Empowerment. You see your enemy fall before you and are eager for the rest to join him. All right, well, that's a nice skill. So you have a 5% chance after every kill to get 5% boost to all your damage for 11 seconds. That seems useful, but these must be your skills that you can apply and pick certain things, and you might need to actually go ahead and learn these things first. But let's see if we can. All right, so it looks like damage prevention or heals or reflecting damage or armor increases or dealing more damage like we saw in the first one. But that's just some of the skills that you have over here. You get, let's see, stunning, piercing roar. Was that? Oh, you have to have a kill streak. Okay. but you do a bunch of damage. You need to have a high rank for it. So there's a whole bunch of different things on this. You're sneaking strawberries, how could you? What will their families say? So if you are new here, my girlfriend will frequently come by and you may spot a hand or two dropping off various food items. So we are in possession of some strawberries now. And now I've got black pepper apparently, just in case I wanted to add that to my strawberries. So I definitely appreciate that. I can see where she might have thought I would need it, but I think I'm gonna leave it where it is for now. And I don't think there's too much else I can really show you. Here's the commander though. So this is one of the squads you can actually take control over and give some orders to. And some of the things you could change it to is what their stance is, whether it's a one hand or I think there's gotta be a two hand around here somewhere. They might not have it on this particular group given their equipment, but you could tell them to heal, and there's a cooldown on that. You could tell them to increase their speed. You can have them do more damage, increase armor. This will tell them to protect themselves from different siege equipment. So, and that requires officer rank 1. So that's the tier. There are 3 different tiers. There's the officer, engineer. I forget what the third one is, but I'll try and find that out. And those are your tiers or your trees basically for what sort of focus you have. The officer one is for giving commands for things for different troops. You know, your troop set right here. So these 3 guys would follow whatever commands I give to this guy right here. And that's all for the officer. The engineer is all for your siege equipment and for building stuff. And probably working quicker and having more of an impact and being able to upgrade to different things. Stuff like that. Let's see. This will protect themselves from arrow fire that's incoming. So that could be useful. You could see how that would be something that you might want to have. Removing corruptions is always a good thing too. But you can change their target. You know, focus on warriors or archers or whatever. You know, whatever you want to have them do. You can change what they're doing as long as you have the proper ranks and stuff like that. I can tell them go straight for the commander if I have rank 4 and officer. But that's just a little bit of an intro into what sort of stuff you can expect from the epic battles. I haven't really played it very much. This guy's got a lot of troops. But I haven't really played it very much, so I don't know too much myself. But that being said, I would like to check it out in the future. And I hope that at least shows you a little bit. When you first find out about the epic battles, there's actually a tutorial that tells you all about the 3 different trees and how to use siege equipment and has you fire it and build it and turn it and all that stuff. And order commands for troops. They make you do the stuff. And you can't actually see, but the commander was telling me before that they group up in squads where commanders will relay my orders, you know, whatever character's orders. And then through promotions, you can improve the impact of the orders you deliver. If you wish, try telling me some orders to deliver to my men. So there's a few different options, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out of here for now. And it's actually a little bit later than I was anticipating, so I'm gonna have to skip out on the other skirmish, but I'm glad I got to show you guys a little bit of what that looks like at least, and we'll try and get more into that in the future. Looks like this may be talking a little bit. No secondaries completed. Yeah, I didn't actually do anything with the mission, so it was telling me a recap of what happened in the battle, but we never actually started it, so we didn't get anything from it. Makes sense. But here's the short little description of that in your help window of upon completing an epic battle, presented with a summary. For major objectives, go to the promotions tab in the epic battles panel. Okay, let me see if I can find that real quick. And if I can, I can at least show you guys a little bit of the sort of stuff I was talking about. Reputation, no. Wouldn't be reputation. That wouldn't make any sense. How about over here? Epic battles. Okay. Oh, we won't worry about the map right now. We can look at that a little bit later. But your promotions are right here. So I've got a few points available, actually. And you can get them from doing some other stuff as well. There's certain deeds that'll give you a promotion point or two, as well as from actually doing these epic battles and completing objectives and things like that. But you can see over here, you know, load contributions, so you do extra work when you're loading things or for aiming or whatever the case is. This will cool down your orders to certain commanders depending on what the order is. A little quicker in Vanguard is more, okay. You get bonus kill streaks or the duration of your recruit defeat effects. I don't actually know what that is exactly. Maybe it's this skill actually right here of the empowerment one. Maybe you get a longer duration with that. I guess that's what that's trying to tell me. But that's just a few of the different things, and they have different specialty ones as you get enough skills in a particular tree, just like with your regular class skills and traits. But that is about gonna do it for us for here. So thank you guys so much for coming by. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. If you did and you haven't already, please consider following or subscribing if you're over on YouTube. Would love to have you join the community. We do lots of live streams, do a bunch of charity ones, even though it's been a couple of months. I have a playlist over on YouTube. You can check out some of the past ones if you're curious about what sort of charities we've raised money for. And looking to do some more recordings in the future. I know I say that quite a bit, but I have a feeling that you're going to be seeing some videos in the coming weeks. So plenty of stuff to look forward to. And if you know anybody else you think would enjoy this, we'd love to have them join the community. We have plenty of options with Discord and Twitter and all that, but please consider sharing with your friends and family if you think they'd like this. And outside of that, I will be streaming again on Thursday. I'll be on the Streamers Connected channel over on Twitch, but I will go live here on YouTube and Twitch on my channels beforehand to let you guys know where to go. And if you're on Twitch, you can just watch through mine. I'll be hosting where I will be. So thank you guys again so much for coming by. Hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you in a couple of days. Have a great night, everybody.